Apparently Monday's a thing. That's right. Oh, don't say that. Let's not get desperate, right? Let's not get desperate. The prospect of no football season can get me verklempt. No question. No question. Who? Who? Cam. That's a football player? It's a professional football player named Cam Newton? You're kidding me. I don't know. I didn't see much of him last year, so. That's right. What you got?
Nobody could hear me.
Well,
Nobody
that's
could
not
hear
good.
me. Nobody could hear me. All right. Hold
Oh
on.
boy.
Check this out. Welcome, bounty hunters and Star Wars fans alike.
Again.
Again! It is I, the Tuscan Toast in Miami, Florida. Jason, along with Brian in San Antonio, Texas, the charismatic Carillion. So, all right. Reshoot. We did it again. Keitel, 1114. Thank you for pointing that out. Okay, so we rebooted it. And, okay, we talked Cam Newton, signed by the Patriots. We don't know about football season. Okay, where are we at now? Look, man, we're not professionals, all right?
We're not.
Not at all.
We don't.
Don't claim to be. All right. So, well, it's a good thing that didn't happen when we have our very first guest. This is a red letter show because we will have
Special
a guest.
show. We're having a visitor. I'm
Yes.
excited.
Yes, we were having a visitor.
No, I'm not excited. I'm verklempt.
You're verklempt.
Verklempt.
I'm sure that it has many definitions, but we'll use it in the positive here. So, so we have Brianna with Bad Customs.
Customs.
Bad Customs is a company that makes keepsakes, trinkets, custom tumblers. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see what it's all about. We're gonna bring her on the show
live. She's gonna talk about her stuff. She's gonna show off some of her stuff.
Yeah, we're really excited
because
because
questions to chat in. She'll answer anything on your chat.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a good.
And we're excited because she makes some cool Star Wars stuff too, and she made a few things that we're gonna take a look at, and we're excited to see that. She's a really nice lady, and I'm excited to have her on board and kind of show our viewers what she can do, and we'll chat with her for a little bit, and get her take on maybe some of the topics we're talking about. But I don't remember.
And it's our first guest. I mean, it's our first.
It is.
We're what 18 shows into this, and now we got a guest.
Yeah,
we managed to get a guest before we got to 20, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad. Well, actually, we're closer to 20 because we did the Chicky Nuggy special. We did.
That's right.
We did amazing. Yeah, we did. We did one like right after coronavirus hit.
Right.
We went Hawaiian.
We did the tropical.
Yeah, we went Hawaiian. So yeah, we've done. Right. We're almost there. TX2 toss here.
Here we go.
I don't know who you are or where you came from. But from now on, you do as I tell you. Okay?
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm just excited. Right. We have a guest. It's gonna be big.
It's exciting.
What did we talk about last time? Because now I'm starting to print it out again. I put my printer back up, and because I don't remember. We talked about weird stuff.
I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
Got it. You know that my recollection skills are very surpass that of most Jedi in the known universe. So
okay,
I can take care of most of this.
Okay,
most of it.
Okay, all right. What's up?
I'm not sure about all of it. but definitely most of it.
All right. Let's do a rundown.
So last week we talked a little bit. Well, actually, you got steamrolled in an argument about.
Oh, I wasn't steamrolled.
Oh, you were steamrolled.
No,
man.
I wasn't.
Yeah, it was an it wasn't a steamroll. It was a shellacking. It was an absolute shellacking.
All right, you're giving yourself
of whether or not Star Wars
too much. I was just simply uninterested in the argument. There you go. Yeah. Sorry, I took a backseat. I was on Reddit or something.
No, it was just that your argument was that bad. Yeah, that was the thing.
Yeah. Whatever.
I mean, we debated a bit whether Star Wars needed fixing, which it clearly doesn't.
Whatever. Sure.
We came to that. We came to that realization thanks to most of the points that you threw out there.
Okay.
So.
All right.
We
Fine.
Talked about that. We discussed some of the things that Evan McGregor talked about.
Yes.
While he was in production on Kenobi.
Yeah, some of the old stuff that he said during his filming of the prequel trilogy. You know, he reiterated how he was not a big fan of just doing things behind green screen or in front of green screen rather, and now he's actually working with real actors. You went into a little bit of the production technology, making the dome and whatever. So that was kind of cool, you know, and technology. So I was getting all excited. So yeah. Okay.
We talked about Squadrons making a fatal mistake even before it hit pre-order.
Oh yeah, it's first person view. Really? You want everybody to vomit as soon as they play?
No kidding.
Sure, man. Just give me a bucket. I'll be ready to play that game.
You know, I still can't get over that.
Well,
that they're going to redo that.
I'm sorry. It's a bad decision. I mean, I know EA's not going to care, but
they just lost my pre-order. I don't know what other way to put it. I saw that trailer.
People still pre-order? Is that a thing?
Yeah, man. Not everyone does digital, so.
No, I do digital. That mostly because
I'm aware of this, but don't you have to pre-order the digital?
Well, no, you don't.
Come on,
you can, and
right. You pre-ordered Final Fantasy, didn't you?
Yeah,
and you're gonna dog pre-ordering? Get out of here!
Hold on, cálmate un momento. So, what happens is you pre-order and it downloads to the system, but it's not playable until midnight or 12:01 or whatever. But you can play it right there.
That wasn't my question, though. You pre-ordered it, right?
Yes, I pre-ordered, but it was Final Fantasy VII, dude.
Did it say pre-order on the screen? Is that what it said?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
I don't know what you're getting. So it was Final Fantasy VII remake. You don't understand. We've been waiting years for this game.
So you pre-ordered it.
Anyways, look. I'm getting hangry here, okay? My stupid watch broke. I couldn't go for my run this evening. As soon as I put this on, this thing cracked.
You know what, everybody? It wasn't an iWatch.
No, it wasn't an iWatch. It was a Huawei Watch Sport 2.
I've been telling Tuscan to get on the winning team for a while here, and hey, now he's got a broken smartwatch.
So you know what they say about those devices that are so simple to use that only an idiot would use them. Only idiots will use them. Okay, we just lost all viewers right now because I insulted half of the iPhone population out there. I'm sorry, I don't like it. It's not my thing, Brian. I'm an Android guy, Windows guy. I like things that are difficult, obviously.
Because I can't. We got another debate for this week, and I can't wait to get into it. We've already kicked off. Obviously, that we're gonna be on opposite ends of the spectrum here, as we always are. So we'll just like last week when we discussed that Disney did not need to correct Star Wars, we can...
Maybe Disney doesn't. I do.
You're going to correct it.
All by myself.
All by yourself.
Yeah, done right.
All on your lonesome, you're going to do it.
Yeah, when you want something done right, gotta do it yourself, buddy. Yeah, right.
All 11 films. You're going to fix all 11 of them.
No, I couldn't even fix our own show. I was mute for like 10 minutes. And nobody could hear me. I'm not gonna go fix Star Wars. I can't even fix myself. Look at this. I can't even run because my stupid watch is broken. I have no GPS, no music. I'm all sorts of messed up. I'm a hot mess right now, as the kids like to say.
You get some chicken nuggets.
No. Yes. Man, You know what? That was that May the 4th was it. You know what it was?
Life changing.
It was yeah. It was one of those life changing moments when you do something, and you completely have to reevaluate your place in the world. Right?
Wow.
It was one of those days because I felt so incredibly horrible. They were so good, and I wanted more, but I just felt so incredibly horrible. But anyways,
Dark Knight has joined us.
Hey, Dark Knight, what's up?
And
Hey.
how fitting that he's the Bucket King, right?
Yeah,
So-
DK66. You got to look at the bucket. Look what's on top of the bucket.
Hi, Dark Knight. Hi, Dark Knight.
It's strawberry shortcake in the house.
It's the fat cake bucket.
It's the fat cake. That is great, man. I'm surprised it's like staying on there. You know? Oh, maybe I can fix it.
I can't believe it hasn't. Yeah, I know. I can't believe it hasn't tipped over yet. That's incredible.
You know, I guarantee you, if I use Gorilla Glue on this thing, it's not gonna hold. You know, it's
No?
secret. Nah, I'm just gonna buy a new one. Whatever. Crap. So upset. This was not my uni. But you know. So, anyways.
So do we want to run into do an overview of what we got coming up, or we good with the last one?
Well, okay. So we're going to talk a little bit more Kenobi. I mean, we talk about it a lot, but
Yeah.
it's kind of slim pickings as far as new news. So anytime we get something that people talk about as far as like the Kenobi series, which you get really excited about, we'll
jump
talk
on
about
it.
it. We'll jump on it. We'll jump on it. We'll chat. Star Wars Light of the Jedi is a sneak peek, and that's going to be part of the High Republic.
They put out a little snippet of what the prologue is for these High Republic books, and
which is good because we need something to chew on until this happens.
Well, I read the snippet, and I gotta admit, I'm intrigued already. I'm gonna say that I'm intrigued.
Oh well, if the great charismatic Carillion is intrigued, then then it's gonna be
It's all good.
Yep.
If I'm intrigued, it's all Star Wars goodness.
We're also gonna talk Rogue One. Was it part of the complete film saga, or is it a side story? We're gonna totally
Fight
about this one.
Mm-hmm.
So we have different viewpoints for that.
Yes, we do.
So that's fine. And then the Vintage Collection unveils the Cloud City Carbon Chamber.
Oh my gosh,
That's cool, bro. That is cool, man.
I'm on the opposite side of it. I'm tremendously disappointed with that release.
Oh my god, there is just no pleasing you. There's no
You know,
pleasing me
sometimes I wonder the same thing, but on the flip side. So I mean,
there's no pleasing me. I am
Obviously-
never satisfied.
I don't think
Ever
you are.
satisfied. So,
Yeah, I don't.
but we also have our guests coming on, so maybe we don't get to
Sure.
all these tonight, but if not, that's okay, because we'll get to it next week. No big deal. We got the 4th of July holiday coming up. I was going to try to go down there, but coronavirus, got a little worse. Better just to stay here, not go anywhere.
Definitely
And
don't want to be traveling.
We'll just be doing the show in the safe confines of my home.
Of our homes, yes.
Of our homes and my home in
Yes,
South
sir.
Florida. So it is incredibly hot here right now.
Tell me about it.
Stupid
Good
hot.
grief.
My
Oh.
God. Oh, wow. Now, it's a good thing I wear golf pants to work because they're like Under Armour almost.
Golf
They're
pants?
Golf pants. I wear golf pants.
Golf pants?
Now, for those of you that get a little warm below the waist, right, these golf pants are fantastic. Now, I buy the Adidas ones. Now, as you know, I've lost 20 pounds since the Chicky Nuggy Challenge, which was not so long ago. And I had to kind of tighten my belt a whole lot, so it looks like I'm wearing a sack of potatoes right now. And I bought some new ones, and they came in today. And I went down 2 waist sizes. I went from 34 to 32, and I had to go
Whoa.
take him I had to go take him to get hemmed up because, well, I'm short. All right, I'm 5'4", so 32-30 is still too long. So I had to go get those fixed. So I don't.
That's not short. That's not short, Tuscan.
Well, I'm not Baby
That's
Yoda. I'm not
moderately
Baby
tall.
Yoda short, but I'm Baby Yoda cute.
It's moderately tall.
So, so I'll get those at the end of the week, and I'm excited because now I won't look like a bag person.
You
So-
should get some Star Wars golf pants.
Is that a thing? I'm sure it is.
I'm sure it is.
No,
It'd have to be.
I'm gonna get regular pants white pants, right, with a print on them of the aerodynamics of a cow.
Oh hell!
Oh yes, the aerodynamics.
We're not doing this already today, man.
Do you think that if I send that to Brianna, she could put that on a Tumblr for me? OMG, bro.
There's nothing that Bad Customs cannot put a Tumblr on. So, if for whatever reason you want the aerodynamics of a cow on a Tumblr, she can make it happen.
All right. Well, I'm gonna bring that up, and we'll see what she says. All right, but let's get into it because DK66 is getting a little antsy over there. He wants us to talk about the wars, the guerras. Let's talk about it. So, Deborah Chow. Talks Kenobi. What does she say?
Well, let's go ahead and bring up the link for everyone to see, shall we?
Okay, we can do that. All right, what's this?
Just kind of like last week when we had a quote from McGregor.
Yeah.
Now, we have another small quote from Deborah Chow.
Okay.
And this is courtesy of superherohype.com. And I think I can pick it up from there.
Well, let's get some context. Who is Deborah Chow in relation to the Kenobi series?
Well, Deborah Chow was one of the team of directors that they had on The Mandalorian.
Oh, okay.
And she was doing some groundbreaking stuff there with that team, and I think that just Filoni and Feige and Disney Plus as a whole said, we ought to just let her get free reign on Kenobi. So,
and she's going to be directing the whole shebang.
It would from the quote that I'm seeing, it would definitely appear so.
The whole kit and caboodle.
The whole ball of wax.
The whole ball of wax.
The whole lightsaber kit.
Sure. We'll go with that. All right.
The whole hangar bay in Docking 94.
All right. I'm running out of shtick. So let's. So it's nice. It's gonna be good. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Well, to read off her quote, where'd it go?
Oh,
you vanished the quote, man.
Sorry. There you go. Mm-hmm. Okay,
it's definitely going to be different, just in terms of the sheer workload. Obviously, of doing the whole thing, but in some ways, I'm going to miss working with a team, having people who have working with a team to bounce ideas off of. But then, obviously, the flip side, it's nice to have a coherent voice and know what you're doing from beginning to end. So it sounds, like she misses the camaraderie and the team aspect that she had when she was with The Mandalorian, of working with the different directors that were on there. But at the same time, it sounds like she's looking ahead to the challenge and looking forward to the challenge of being able to put her own voice and her own vision together with the Kenobi series.
Well, yeah, because when a director is going to be taking the helm for the whole thing, it almost becomes like a movie, just a movie that's broken up into pieces and acts. I know the Winter Soldier, or what is it? The Winter Soldier, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is similar. It's like a 6-hour Marvel movie, something like that. So, having that same director, you're going to have a lot of continuity, the same style. It's going to have its own identity, I think, the show, which is good. I think it's good. Now, when you go with The Mandalorian and you bring in all these different directors, well, I mean, it's almost like a little experiment, right? You don't know what's going to happen because this is your first live action show on Disney Plus for Star Wars, and you're bringing in very talented people to do these shows, and you get their own style on it. And then here, if Deborah Chow's taking the helm on the whole thing, it's going to definitely have its own singular identity as an entire show versus The Mandalorian. I mean, it had its identity, but I'm talking about in terms of production style. You know what I mean?
What's been quiet lately is I haven't heard a whole heck of a lot on what's going on with or we haven't had any real updates with the K2SO and Cassian thing. That's
No.
been a little quiet on that front lately.
Yeah, we haven't heard.
And I would assume that that's farther along in production than Kenobi is.
Maybe. I don't really know. I don't know what the state of Hollywood is right now because of Corona. I just haven't really been looking into it, and I mean I'm not that much into the industry anyways, other than watching these movies. So I don't know. I just don't know. Everything is just really up in the air because of COVID-19. So,
That's true.
Whatever. But okay, that's cool. I mean, excited, great. The Kenobi series is I mean, it's going to be a hit. It really is. With Ewan McGregor, it's just a hit, and we know that. So.
Why they haven't said whether or not Liam Neeson will make a cameo.
No, they haven't, and maybe that's by design. Who knows? That would be really cool.
You figured that he's got to make a cameo because in Episode 3, if you recall, one of the things that Yoda talks to Kenobi about before they go their separate ways is that Yoda tells him that he's going to show him how to
yes. That's right.
with Qui-Gon.
That's right.
That was a key point of conversation before they went their separate ways in Revenge of the Sith.
Right. That's right. He did do that. So
you
left the door open.
That there definitely has to be something in the Kenobi series where he's communicating with Qui-Gon about Luke.
The option's there.
Be in there.
The option's there.
They have to. I wouldn't see why Liam Neeson would say no. I mean, what's he going to do?
I don't know. Oh, I mean,
taking 4? I mean, like, what's left?
The star of Men in Black International would not want to come and do a Kenobi show. I don't see why he wouldn't want to do that.
There was a movie called Men in Black International. I didn't hear about it.
Man, that thing sucked, man. That was just boring. I
saw the teaser and that was enough.
Yeah,
let's put it that way.
It just was dumb. I don't know. And I thought it was going to be great because of the chemistry between Valkyrie and Thor, but nah, man,
sure didn't work out.
Man.
Nah. Valkyrie and Thor on Thor
Ragnarok
worked out for reasons of its own, and that did not spill over into another film at all.
Because you had Taika Waititi, man, my boy. You had my boy. He was directing it. Now, if he would have made Men in Black International, it would be a completely different movie. So, I don't know. That thing was just garbage. I would have rather had Will Smith back and Tommy Lee Jones. So, but no, we got Bad Boys for Life instead.
I can't imagine why they did go back to that. But
did Bad Boys for Life? I don't know. It's funny because before I moved down here to Miami, the only thing I really knew about Miami was from Miami Vice, and then like from the original Bad Boys movie. I mean, that's all I knew. And Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
I love that.
Moving down here, it's like, wow, it's really actually not that much different than those movies, except you don't have Jim Carrey running around with big hair. Yeah. All right. What are we talking about now?
Well, let's jump a bit.
Okay.
Or you know what? Nah, let's not jump. Let's just go ahead and stay in order. Let's talk a little bit about that Light of the Jedi real quick.
All right. Wait, let me say, I have that brought up, right?
Light of the Jedi.
Is this it? Nope. Was this it?
Yeah, there you go. So,
okay.
If folks recall, we talked in about our first quarter of our episodes. We talked that Disney was launching a new set of publications in their literature between books and comics, and they were going to call them the High Republic. And we now have a snippet of what some of that's going to look like, and it looks as if the first title is going to be called Light of the Jedi. And they gave a snippet of the prologue. Yeah, I like the cover.
Yeah.
I like the cover. And they gave a bit of a snippet of the prologue. If you scroll down a bit. And of course, these are from our friends at that hashtag show.
Okay.
So what what I summarized.
Oh, holy Bantha Poodoo. That's funny.
What what I summarized from the article was that it's looking like hyperspace technology and those type of things are just coming on the scene, interestingly enough.
Mm-hmm.
And they discovered that a maneuver is performed kind of like the Holdo maneuver in Last Jedi, and the ship like breaks apart like during the maneuver, so the debris of the ship is like passing through at light speed, and these things can come out at any point at any location, and they're just, I mean, because of the speed they're coming at, they're basically just deadly projectiles.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if you scroll down, there's a quote on it.
The destruction of the Legacy One is the catalyst for a galaxy-wide disaster. Fragments of the destroyed cargo vessel begin flying out of hyperspace at super accelerated speeds, meaning that deadly missiles of debris can appear anywhere at any time from the outer rim to the core. In this moment of crisis, the Republic turns to the guardians of peace and justice, the Jedi.
I like it because what that kind of does is it's letting us know that we're not yet at the point. It's the Jedi are just really formed and coming on the scene, and they're beginning their quest to protect peace and justice throughout the universe, and they have no real enemy yet from the Sith. That's how early this appears to be.
Mm-hmm.
So, with no real enemy from a Sith threat for this first book, they had to come up with something, right?
Mm-hmm.
To put, and that's kind of an interesting thing to have the Jedi's first challenge to be is this. It's not a Sith opponent, and it's not a planet killing space station or anything, or it's a ship that broke apart in light speed, and its debris is the threat. It's a non-animate threat. I kind of like it.
Yeah, I mean this, and how far back is this?
Man, this is way back.
Way back.
This is way back. Like tens of thousands of years back.
Tens of thousands of years.
Tens of thousands.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Cool.
I mean, it is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. You know.
That's a really long time ago.
Well,
tens of thousands of years. Okay.
That's why it's in the blue letters. That's why it says that. In the, I mean.
Where did he come up with that? I'm really interested. Where do you think Lucas came up with that? I mean, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Was that part of it? Like, because he took a lot of his inspiration from, old serials from back in the day.
I think it has a lot to do with that. I mean, he didn't just take inspiration from old serials, but I mean, he took inspiration from all kinds of literature as well. Mm-hmm. Stories that were set in legendary lore and things of that nature. So
yeah,
I mean, definitely, I think it's a mixed bag of all those things for sure.
Yeah, DK66, he has a bad feeling about this series.
Oh, I kind of figured.
No, I don't know, man. I always appreciate when they go back, and I'm talking about like way back.
Way back.
Yeah, I'm talking about like way back to the very, very beginning, the genesis of whatever Star Wars, Jedi, lightsabers, technology these shows are. That's why I think I really enjoyed Star Trek Enterprise, the show, because I mean it was before the United Federation of Planets. Yes, I'm going into Star Trek. So what? It's my show too. So that's what I like. Now they're doing it with Star Wars, and I'm gonna like it too. And they're gonna do it in a comic book series where it gives you a lot more freedom.
Right. Definitely.
I think. Anyways, so.
Well, but I don't believe that this first issue. I don't believe that this first story is comic. I believe that this one's going to go. I believe this is an actual paper and hardback. This one.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Good.
Yeah, I believe this is a novelization. This isn't a comic.
Oh, this one's a novelization. Well, even better.
Correct.
Even better. Hey, you know what, man? I think right now is a good time to give our friend a call.
You know what? I think that we should go ahead and bring on Brianna from Bad Customs. I agree. So
Mm-hmm.
see if we can go ahead and get that process rolling
Yeah,
here,
let's see if we can get our guest on, and
and then we'll come up with we'll come up with maybe a few things in between while she's.
Oh, sure, very very interesting topics.
uh, you know, honestly, while we're in the process of waiting for her to come on board with us right now and hang out for a bit,
Uh-huh.
man, this first person thing with squadrons.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
so incredibly bad.
I think we're both
It's gonna be
really
so
bummed.
incredibly bad, dude. I mean, I know we touched on it at the beginning while we were coming in,
Mm-hmm.
but I think she's arriving, sir.
Yeah. Let me get her on, and we'll see if we can get her in here. So
Hi guys.
Hello,
Hello. Can y'all see
welcome.
me?
yeah, we
Welcome
can see
to
you.
All Fets Are Off.
Hi.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's great to
Absolutely.
have you. So, for everybody out there, we have Brianna with Bad Customs joining All Fets Are Off today. Well, I mean, you tell us. What do you do? What do you do, Brianna?
So basically all I do is custom work, from cups, tumblers to shirts to keychains to pretty much, I mean, the limits are impossible, but possible. It just, it really is up to what the customer is asking for.
Wow.
Okay.
So, Toast,
Yeah,
Tuscan,
yeah.
you just got one of your questions answered right there. It's interesting you said the shirt thing because
Yes.
he asked if you did shirts, and me, I was unprepared, right? So I just said no. So
Fake
I
news.
stand corrected, everyone. She does do shirts. Don't
All right.
listen to
Thank
me
you.
because I didn't do my homework. Don't do that. She
Well,
Bad Customs, Brianna will do a shirt, so
Well-
we got that covered.
yeah,
We-
and that's great. So we have a link to your Facebook. If you're watching on Twitch, if you go to the About section, a link for Bad Customs is there. You'll see the logo that you see right here on the screen. It's in there. Just click that. You're gonna go straight to her Facebook page. So that's there. Check out what she has, and we'll bring some up here in a little bit. But it's always interesting when artists get started. How did you start doing this and kind of turn it into a little business for yourself?
Okay, so I was thinking about that today. The first thing was always about gifts. It's what I did for Christmas. I believe 2018. Most of my family got personalized custom gifts. So, a couple months later, I believe in 2019, an aunt of my husband's, she had requested this cup of a Dr. Pepper cup, and I never worked with making cups or tumblers. I mean, I was doing the shirts and like doing decals on mirrors, just little customized things. So nothing with cups. So I said, you know what? Let me try and do one for myself and see if I can master this process. And then I could definitely work up something for you. So I actually have my first cup here with me.
Oh, cool.
It was so here in Texas, we have a barbecue place called Bill Miller's
Woohoo!
Barbecue. And
Iced
they
tea.
had, they have,
you miss it, Tuscan. You know you miss it.
Oh my God, I miss it. You can't get that here.
so they had tumblers, right? Silver tumblers with their logos on them.
Mhm.
And I had one, and I thought, okay, well, instead of me going and buying one, I'm gonna go ahead and play with this one and see if I can, make the close to the design that his aunt had wanted. So the first cup that I did is this Guardians of the Galaxy cup.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
putting it on the
Nice.
camera there.
Yeah, I can definitely see
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So,
Star-Lord.
It's got him, and then it's got the logo,
Oh, nice.
the back.
That
And
is-
I don't know if you could tell, but it is glittered. It has glitter all over it. It's
Yeah,
a maroon
yeah.
glitter.
Mhm.
I
So
like the color. Yep.
this is my very first cup, guys. This is the first cup. I still have it. This is from a year ago. Still drink from it. Still use it every single day if I can. That's where it all started. And she I did her cup. She loved it. So then I started doing more cups for family as gifts, and it just started to grow from there.
Dark Knight, while you're out there, you're gonna have to help me with who the character was on the Guardians Cup because
I
I
think
don't know.
that's Star-Lord, man.
Oh, thank you.
Peter
Okay.
Quill, Star-Lord. Come on,
Comics
man.
are not my
Come
comics are
on.
not my thing.
Chris Pratt.
I,
God. Don't you watch?
I told you
Parks and
comics are
Recreation?
not my thing, man. Star Wars is my thing. So
Excuse me. You have to excuse him, Brianna. It's not his thing. So, anyways, so that's really amazing. So, I mean, how is business? Is it just taking off right now? Are you just kind of getting a feel for it and trying to figure out who your customers are and stuff like that? Is that where you're at right now?
I would say both, because I just recently started my Facebook business page. It kind of took me a while. I was going back and forth on it, and I finally decided to do it. I had an Instagram first before that I was posting pictures up on there, but a lot of my family, friends, customers all had a Facebook, and everybody was always messaging me on my personal page. So I thought, you know what, let me go ahead and open up a business page and go from there and start answering my customers through that page, and getting new customers because, I was getting new customers and
oh, there you
I
go.
wanted them to, yeah, to go to a business page where they can ask me questions about any products.
All right, so
So
I brought it up here, so
yeah,
yeah, so you can talk a little bit about it more. So this is your Facebook page, and it looks like you do. Also, it doesn't matter what shape the tumbler is, you can totally do it. Oh, and okay. What does that say under the under the influence? I like that. That's
So
good.
the green one and that black or gray one in the middle, those are actually glass. So
Oh,
those
okay.
are what
oh
I would
wow,
advertise as like makeup cups, but
Mm-hmm.
they could be also for personalized, for anything. Like you have this one that I have that I could show you. This one is
Oh,
my
Brian,
new
that's
take
awesome.
on that for a makeup cup for a Star Wars fan. But I'm
wow.
using it as, for my supplies that I use for my work. So they could be for anything that they would like. But oh, and yes, and I do have. So I just want to go in a little story, and I just have to thank Brian so much. He's really pushed my creativity challenges, and
Nah,
but I love it because you've given me so many challenges, and you know, I I hope I made the product that you envisioned when you first came and said, "Hey, I'd like a cup with this on it." It's more
absolutely.
than just
Yeah.
putting it on there, but it's just going through the whole process. And I'm hoping you've challenged me so much, and I am so thankful and appreciative of that. You know.
Well, that actually is leading into the question I have. And the Tuscan's bringing up one of the things you did for me right there, and it's our esteemed Tex Utah that's with us right now. She is a Baby Yoda lover, and
Oh God,
I
my sister would be all over this. You
and
know that, man.
I asked Brianna if she could come up with this Mandalorian Baby Yoda cup, and you know, Brianna, as you experienced with me when I was giving you the ideas for the cup and we were bouncing stuff off, how does it feel when you have someone telling you this is what I have in mind? It all starts there. It all starts with an idea, and then you start bouncing pictures back and forth, and then you start sending what you come up rendered on your PC, and this communication happens back and forth, and then it gets to the point where the customer is like, oh wow, yes, that's what I was talking about. That's what I mean. What you laid out on the screen, that's what I'm talking about. And then it comes to putting it on the cup. How can you describe to me the level of emotions that you're going through when you're starting from that point where it starts from the ground up? Yes, I've brought this image, and this is where we're going to start. Now we have it here, and now we have it here. What are the emotions that you go through as the process continues and it gets closer and closer to realizing what it actually is?
So at that point for me, it does get a little tense because, well, so once I like to keep my customers involved from the very beginning, of course, because it's custom. It's supposed to be exactly what you want. It's nothing that I would come up with that I already have a stock image of, and I make 50 cups of the same thing. Each cup has been pretty much different from the start, and it could have the same idea, but it's totally different in the end. So the emotions that I go through once you approve it, it's all sorts of emotions, but it's more of a relief because I got it to be exactly what you wanted it to look like. So now it's time to put it on the cup and then to get the sealant on perfect. Now the sealant and I, we could be best friends one day, or we could be worst enemies on the same day too. And so that it all depends on if it wants to work well for me or the weather. That's something that I would love to explain to my customers, that the weather does play a big factor in what I do with the cups, because
Wow.
if it is raining, ugly, muggy, the sealant won't take well. Just like spray paint or painting, you know how they tell you not to paint when it's raining or muggy or ugly outside. It's the same thing with the sealant that I use. So that's why I like to give myself a little cushion when I'm giving my turnaround time to my customers, because I want to make sure, with this crazy weather we've been having,
Oh yeah.
it was raining on Friday, and part Saturday it was so horrible. So it just depends. I kind of lost days this weekend. So going back, I hope I answered your question, but I get a relief of that I got it to be exactly what you wanted, and then from there it's just about finalizing it and putting the final coats of sealant, and then just cleaning it up. And my favorite part is always going and delivering it to my customer and seeing their emotion when they see the cup for the first time.
Well, that's fascinating how intricate that is. That you're actually taking that extra mile to consider weather factors and temperature factors so that they get a perfect product. That shows that not only that you're having a lot of interest for what they're wanting to put forth into the item, but you're showing care that they actually get the item in perfect shape when it's ready. And that says a lot about how you're going about realizing what they're wanting and what they're looking for. So that's pretty incredible to me.
I can't tell you how many cups I have pushed aside that they've already gone through the first part, maybe being spray painted. They already have a decal, and then just something happened to it, and you know what? I had to start over again. So I do have a count, a few cups like that are on the side that I'll, so other people have asked me, so what happens to those cups? Are they still usable? And of course they are. So I'm able to, go through another process where I can strip all the stuff off and then start over again.
When that happens, it just makes you want to have the ability to have force lightning and just kind of reach out, just just go Palpatine all over it, right? Just
exactly.
I don't know who this guy is. This guy's a total nerd, and I don't even talk to him all that often.
What?
Brianna, what I wanted.
You can't be serious, man. You're my co-host on All Fetts Are Off, and you're gonna say I'm the only nerd on here?
Yeah, man.
I'm not even gonna do it.
Yeah. You're the nerd. I just produce.
Well, fine.
But Brianna, what I wanted to ask is, in San Antonio, for those who are watching that don't know much about South Texas, the Spurs are it. I mean, it's big, it's huge. Everybody is all about it and prideful of them. And especially for these last 20 plus years when we've had this long success of winning up until this year, or the last 2 years rather. But how many of your orders can you say are Spurs themed?
That's a good question.
I would say, there's one, and actually that was a gift for somebody. So
That's actually pretty cool.
I'd say more so their gifts, because I know, like you said, we're all Spurs fans. So when I'm thinking about what can I give somebody, especially to my, the guys, I do so many glitter cups. What can I give the guy on a cup? And so my idea was something like that. I mean, I really love the two-tone effect on those.
I was just going to
Um,
point that out. I mean,
Yeah.
it's you went with like the classic logo, but you put the Fiesta colors on there.
Yep.
oh,
So that
I
that that's really neat.
Hmm.
and I love those colors. I love the old school colors of the Spurs. So, but I wouldn't say I get quite a bit of customers. You know what? I have one which I don't know if you can find it in the pictures, but it is Spurs and it is Star Wars related because he's a huge
Oh
Spurs
my!
fan and he was a Star Wars fan as well too. So she
Huh.
wanted to incorporate Star Wars in there and she uh, gave me the idea and I said, okay, well, let me come up with something for you. And I ended up designing something with the stormtrooper, I believe, on there. So let me see if I could pull it up on my pictures. I think I saved them, but that one was a really cool cup. And
Karate Mom.
Yeah, this is. Oh, Sailor Moon. You mean,
I'm,
oh, this
I'm
yes,
is. Yeah.
I'm partial to the Cubs Cup, but hey, that
Marshmallow. This is some great. Are these your designs? Also?
so yes and no. I mean, I'd say I have to, find the picture and
Hmm.
clean it up and do most of that part. But most of the time, yes, they are fully my designs that I come up with,
wow.
especially the names, the fonts and everything.
Okay. Yeah, this is
I
it,
can find
there's
that picture.
yeah, there's a Spurs cup with the modern logo right
Yes.
now. That looks pretty cool. I like that. My mom, you know how big of a Spurs fan my mom
Oh
is.
yeah.
She would love stuff like this.
Well, and you too.
Yeah, yeah, me
You
too.
know.
I like I like my little things that I have. This is all great stuff. These are perfect for gifts because it's so hard. Especially for my dad. He buys everything he ever wants on his own. It's so hard to get him.
It's impossible to get your dad anything.
Yeah,
It's-
that's doctor problems. So it's nice to be able to have this kind of option here. Especially semi-local. He's up there in Central Texas, but this is all great stuff, man. This is amazing artwork.
Thank you.
I have no artistic talent whatsoever, and whenever I see
I
it,
can
I
vouch
really
for that.
appreciate it.
I can vouch for that.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. I appreciate it. I know
Yeah,
you
you're
can't.
welcome. Absolutely.
But this Baby Yoda, I'm gonna definitely hit you up because I know my sister, who is super into Baby Yoda, she would be all over this. So
I don't know
So-
if you can
there
see
you
it in
go,
there.
Spurs
Found it.
Empire.
Oh, there it is.
Perfect.
Yep.
That is perfect. Yeah, we can see. Let me know. Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me make that a little bit bigger here. There we go. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
check that
great.
out.
Yeah, that is some
Sweet.
great stuff.
So yeah, that was pretty fun trying to incorporate both of those two together. I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna make a Star Wars Spurs, but there we go. It came together.
Yeah, it definitely
So,
did.
so for a moment, if you can, Brianna, can you just kind of briefly or summarize and walk us through there's a new customer and walk us through kind of how that works. That they kind of tell you, well, this is what I'm thinking of, and kind of walk us through how everything goes, how you're going to fulfill an order per se.
Okay, so I mean, there's two types of customers. There's one like Brian who already has his idea in mind, colors, pictures, and font, everything. So those are pretty really breezy and easy to walk through. But basically, he comes with his design, his pictures. Can I put this on a cup? What I'll always do is I'd like to go ahead and tell them, let me research this real quick and see if I can pull up the designs and I'll get right back to you. And right then and there, I'll usually look up the pictures, make sure I can get the high quality. So you get nothing blurry when I print out the picture. And then I'll go ahead and answer the customer back. So, okay, I can do this design, let's confirm size if actually some customers bring their tumblers because I know a lot of people had tumblers in their cabinet, so I was offering a little discount if you bring your own tumbler.
Oh wow!
And if you bring that to me, and then you let me know what color do you want your tumbler, because it could be like the silver, or I believe this green one was a pink color when it came to me. Is that correct, Brian?
Yeah, I believe it was pink. Yep.
It was pink.
That
Okay,
was
so
that was originally pink.
this
Yeah.
was originally pink,
Oh
and I
wow.
don't know if you could see any pink in this.
Nope.
None. No.
None. So they tell me what color they want, if they want glitter. Then I'll give them a base price of where I start with, spray paint and a name is this price, glitter and a name is this price at this size, and then adding pictures is going to be an additional, so much, and then from there, and I'll get like if they're still interested in buying the product or not. And if they are, then we'll continue with the design. So I'll put together the design and the fonts, and then I'll send that to for the customer to approve. Once they approve, in the meantime, also in between there, I'm probably already spray painting the cup, working on the cup while I'm doing designs, because the design comes real later in the process when it's already ready to go for um, almost the final coat, basically, for the
Okay.
cup. So,
Okay. That's
yeah.
great. And you know what? So apparently we got some business for you already. So Dark Knight
Oh
66.
no.
Yeah.
This,
Dark Knight
this is a pot
66.
shot at me. That's
He
what
wants
this
to
is.
he wants to get a tumbler, and he wants Brian's face on Jar Jar Binks' body, saying "Misa love the Bucket King." You do that, he'll get one, and he'll order one this week. And you know
You
what?
know,
I'm with him. I'll go halves on you with on that DK66. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that's best idea ever. Best.
definitely go to my page and set up a message to me, and we'll set something up.
What the Misa
So-
saying?
What? Yeah. Once all those things got taken care of, and they're gonna get everything, pretty much all the I's dotted and the T's crossed. How do they do? Do you do like cash apps? Are they gonna? How are you? Do you have different ways that you can accept payment for the item and things?
Yes. Okay. So, for new customers, if you're coming in first time order, we go through everything. You want the cup. I give you the price. You approve it. I'm gonna go ahead and ask for a half payment up front through I have Cash App and I have PayPal available. I don't have Zelle. I mean, I'm not too sure if that's different from those other two. Like, are they still like compatible with each other? I mean, if not, I'll probably get all the ways of paying through the phones, especially with everything that's going on. I don't think anybody
Sure.
wants to be touching cash, but yeah, we go ahead and
out there kind of wrecking that whole process. Yeah.
yeah, so we do half payment up front, and then we do final payment at completion. That's something new for me, only because I've had a few customers back out in the middle of the process, and that just kind of, product gets, made, and time and effort was put into it, and then a person
Right.
backed out, and I have to start all over, and then I have a cup that I need to strip. So
Well, that's the beauty of having come on this show. You let us know when that happens, and we'll send bounty hunters right out there to take care of it.
Yeah, I mean we are all Fetts are off,
Right.
So
We'll get
Yeah.
bounty hunters on the case like that.
yeah,
You know,
but I think that's
yeah.
a smart way of doing business. Definitely get something up front, so that way there's some commitment there, and you're not completely
Definitely.
all out.
Yeah.
But that's I mean, this is great. This is a great little business. Especially now, making custom things, and I know when we,
Oh, check- wow.
oh, there you go. Look at that. Is that a keychain?
Wow.
It is
So that's
insane.
I love it. I love it. I want one. Forget it. I want one.
Do you have keys?
Yeah, I got keys, man. I got a key fob and everything.
Oh, okay. Wow, fancy with a key fob. Oh my god.
Who doesn't have a key fob nowadays?
Ah,
So-
yes.
I love Texas. I mean, I know
Don't we
there's
all?
bunch of things going on, but I'm a Texas girl, so this keychain was so perfect for me to get. It's a mold. It's based off a mold, a Texas mold of what is it called? A silicone mold,
Mhm.
and that's where I'm able to put the resin in with the glitter. Or I'm gonna be doing solid colors. That's something I haven't done yet, but it is coming. I'm buying new molds so that they don't touch glitter, and it'll be solid colors for those.
Well, that's awesome. You do some fantastic work, and you know,
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm gonna order something. I already have it in mind.
I'm
what
ordering
I
the
wanna do.
keychain.
Oh,
I'm ordering the Imperial Rebel keychain. Forget it. I'm ordering that. I'm ordering that right away.
and I'm doing the
All
Jar
right.
Jar.
I've already ordered it.
I'm doing the Jar Jar Binks with your face on it. You think I'm kidding? You think I'm kidding, Brian? Oh my God, you think I'm kidding? I'm so totally doing it. And I'm gonna put it right here.
That's how
And
it is.
it's gonna be here on the show for every show until the end of time. It's great.
I thought it's the Dark Knight's tumbler. What is this that it's your tumbler?
Well, he said, well, you can do two, right? You can do the two of the same, right? It doesn't have to be unique, right, Brianna?
Right.
See, there you go. See, that's
Sorry,
it's-
Brian.
Yes. Hey,
I'm-
she's got to go where the money, you know. Unless you pay her more not to do it.
That might happen. Who knows?
We'll
that's
see
the
if
thing.
my program all of a sudden fails and I'm not able to impose or transimpose his face to.
Oh, what?
No, I'll
shame.
send, I'm gonna send you the,
Oh,
I'm gonna
what
send
a
you the
shame.
Photoshop file already. You don't have to do
Okay.
anything. I'm gonna do all that work. You just gotta print it out and throw it on there. So we have the link to your Facebook page already on our Twitch page. When this uploads to YouTube right after the show, make sure we'll put a link to your Instagram and your Facebook page at the description at the bottom.
Oh, I love that cup. I love that. I cannot wait to get that cup in my hands. Oh my gosh.
That is
Just
fantastic. Brain. That's
Brian.
awesome.
Did I?
Oh.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I needed to make you second guess yourself for a second there. So,
Brianna, thank you so much for.
I'm sorry. Real quick, Dark Knight 66
What?
wants to know, Brianna, can you print 3 to 5 inch stickers and put them on tumblers? 3 to 5 inches. Is that too big? You know what?
I think
I just happen to have a measuring tape and a tumbler. 3 inches? 5 inches should do it.
so on the 20 ounce, yes, I could definitely do that. But when it comes to the curved ones, I believe I can only go 3.5 down. You know, so it doesn't hit that curve right there.
Gotcha.
So there you go,
I mean,
Dark Knight.
I mean, I can. I just don't know how it's gonna lay. So
Keep that in
Definitely.
mind, Dark Knight. The 20 ounce, you can get it more
this a 20?
flattened to the surface, but
Is this a
you
20
look like
ounce?
it's.
This is a 20
looks
ounce,
like-
right?
That
yes,
looks
that
okay.
looks like
Yeah.
No wonder I'm getting dehydrated. I'm not drinking enough. It's only 20 ounces.
But
Yeah,
just
like-
remember those
I need a
curved
big one.
tumblers, man.
Yeah, I need a bigger one.
3.5 on the curved tumblers.
So yeah, here's a 30 ounce, and then here's a 20 ounce.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I definitely need something bigger. Yeah. All right. So, well, I mean, Brianna, you have anything else for the viewers out there?
I mean, another thing, I don't know if I said it or if it's mentioned, I do have glow stuff. So I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all hear my clock in the background.
No, we're not worried about it.
Okay.
Sort of.
He makes all kinds of weird sounds all show long. I'm not worried about anything.
The kids freak out. They think it sounds like Pennywise music. They think he's about. So they freak out. But I do have glow products. So these keychains here, they do glow in the dark.
Oh, cool.
So I do have products that glow. I can put it on the tumbler. This is my personal tumbler, and the top part up here, it glows in the dark. So it glows like I believe a yellow green or a blue somewhere, or yellow blue somewhere like that. But I do have glow products, so something that other people would be interested in.
Well, awesome. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can appeal to anybody's tastes and wants and things like that. So that's
Hey,
great.
something glow in the dark is perfect for science fiction.
Oh, and one other question. Keitel1114 wanted to know what's your turnaround time for a tumbler order? your estimated turnaround time?
Okay, so currently, what I'm telling people right now, it's about 2.5 to 3 weeks.
Okay. Okay.
And that's for the process to allow the the sealant to take and uh, it go through like all kinds of safety stuff. I'm sure, right? Just stuff that I don't know. But
Yes, and also due to you know, orders before that as well. So
oh, of
if
course.
I would say if I didn't have any current orders and say I was wipe clean and somebody put their first order in, I would probably still tell them about 7 to 10 days.
Okay.
Just yeah, like I said, just to kind of give me a cushion with weather and factors like that.
Okay. So that's just for one tumbler, right? Well,
Yeah.
what if they do two? Is it gonna double the time, or are you just gonna try to work on them concurrently? Try to get it out
No,
within 3 weeks.
yeah, no, it would be concurrent. I do have. It's so funny. I mean, I don't mean to take up more time, but
No, no,
just
No, no,
no. It's
no,
just,
no, 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 no.
we're not
We
we're
don't
not
care
doing
about anybody.
we're
but-
not doing
yeah,
anything important here
yeah,
at all.
yeah.
so I don't want to.
Sometimes I jump the guns on the thank yous and all that because, okay, I mean, at my age, you forget stuff. So I definitely don't want to like miss the thank you for coming on and joining us. So I can jump the gun on that stuff just so I don't forget it.
Yeah.
No, I
You
don't
go right
think
ahead.
Must be
I
tough
don't
being
think it's
60.
an age thing, though. I don't think it's an age thing. But, I was gonna say when I first started my process too, I was manually turning my cups. So I don't know if y'all know anything about it, but let me just kind of explain to you. There's cup turners out there that turn the cup for me with the sealant. So I don't have to go out there and check it. I mean, I can just to make sure everything's good and that the cups didn't fall off the turner, which I do hear happens, but it has not happened to me, so I hope it won't. But before, back in the day when I was doing that first cup, I was manually going out there and turning this cup every 15 minutes
Oh my
on a
god!
Ooh.
on a box with PVC pipe holding the cup up.
Whoa!
So that was my makeshift turner at the time, and because like I said, I've never done it before, and I wasn't gonna go and buy the products right away, and I didn't know if this was gonna be a thing for me or not back in the day or back a year ago. So I was turning them manually. Then I went up
Wow!
to where I bought a cup turner, 1 cup turner. So then I was only able to turn 1 cup at a time. But now I do have a 5 cup turner, so I would be able to concurrently work on 2 cups if they do order 2 or 3, at the same time.
Cool.
That is super cool. I mean that really is awesome. I mean, I always appreciate talking to artists and kind of understanding the process of how they make things so aesthetically
I can't
pleasing.
even imagine. I can't even imagine the patience required, like when she was
I don't
hand
have
turning the cups.
I-
I mean,
I
it
still use-
requires a million times the patience I have having to listen to you for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
So
We can cut it down to just a half hour if you want to do the show for only a half hour.
Oh.
That's all I need to rip on you. I just need to just give me a solid 30 minutes and I'm straight for the week.
just
But I
like
know about
last week-
patience. I know
just
about
like last
you know
week.
what? I know about patience. You know how I know about patience? Because
Oh,
I
no,
have
here
none
we go.
myself. I still use Velcro on my tennis shoes. That's how impatient I am. And I'm a 40-year-old man. Or at least half of one anyways.
Nothing wrong with Velcro on the shoes, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
Saves
I
time.
mean, why don't you just go with the slip-ons, man? Why even messing with the Velcro for? Why don't you just go with the slip-ons?
Well, I do that for my work shoes because I'm super lazy. I mean, it's not even that I don't have patience. I'm just super incredibly lazy. Like, oh my God, like, you have no idea. Like, these muscles and everything, I just inject like corn oil into my body. Yeah, I don't like working out. I'm super lazy. I want chicken nuggies. And put it. I want you to put it in a blender, and I want you to give me a really long straw because I just want to suck through it. That's how.
Okay, that was my idea. So
Oh, that was yes. Oh, you missed it, Brianna. It was great.
you're not aware of this, Brianna, but we had a special months back when the Rise of Skywalker hit on Blu-ray and stuff, and we decided together that while I went to go purchase the DVD and Blu-ray, that Tuscan over here was gonna eat 50 chicken nuggies.
5-0.
And we called it the Chicken Nugget Challenge.
What did I get through? 38? 38
Got
was
through 32 of them.
32. 32
He got
was
through
my...
2 of them. And I suggested to him that he just put it all in a blender with the fries and just take a nugget fry shake. Just, but he didn't listen to me, but he's stealing my idea now. So
But what did that do? It was a life-changing event. I lost 20 pounds after that. I went out there. I started running. I ate right. I prayed to God every night and took my vitamins just like Hulk Hogan, and then that's it. Brother. So, but Brianna, it's been great having you on.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you again sometime whenever your schedule permits.
Welcome anytime.
Yeah, we welcome anytime. Peddle some of your wares on our show. So
you got something new, you got something special you're doing.
Yeah,
we'll work with you.
Definitely. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah,
Thank you for this opportunity.
Yeah, it was great. So we'll talk to you later. Have yourself a good night.
Thank you. Y'all too.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. All right. So we're
Hello,
back.
everybody. So that was Brianna Almaraz with her Bad Customs. Be sure and check her out. You got ideas for a tumbler. You got ideas for a keychain. I think she showed off a lot of cool things that she can do. Go give her page a look. Definitely, you can definitely take it from me. You're in good hands with. She's done several tumblers for me, and I'm not going anywhere else. I find something, I find a service that I like, and I feel is a good service. I stay with it. So
yeah, and it was great having her on board. That was our very first guest ever on All Fetts Are Off, and it was
indeed our first guest.
Yeah, so it was good. She's a very nice lady. So please check her out. I'm gonna probably look into getting some T-shirts made, some custom T-shirts. I always have stupid ideas in my head. I mean, I think any idea that I have in my head is really stupid. But to put it on a T-shirt, it actually solidifies it and turns it into history. So, I'm gonna try to do something like that. But that's great. Dark Knight 66. He has some ideas. Shoot them over to me, and if it's making fun of Brian, I'm gonna pay for it. So, you know what? Oh my God! Here's the thing. We should make T-shirts. Like my face is on your T-shirt, and then I'll have your face on a Jar Jar Binks body. You can put mine on a prison ripped Yoda. Son.
Oh hell no!
Yeah, now we're talking.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Taking a selfie. Looking all
yeah,
ripped and
no.
everything, man.
No.
All right, man. So that was good. So we still have about 20 minutes, and I think we still have an argument that
we have an argument
we haven't cleared up yet. So we're gonna get ready to
fight
on this topic right now, and this is gonna be whether or not Rogue One can be considered part of the complete film saga, or is it a side story? Brian, since you are the oldest of the two of us, I will let you have first crack at it.
All right. So
Age before beauty.
our friends at Disney have actually simplified this matter for us. So the question that we have on the table right now is Rogue One a part, and I'm going to use a key word here, is it a part of the total film saga of Star Wars? As we all know, Disney has determined that episodes 1 through 9 are the Skywalker saga.
Right.
So, does Rogue One fit into the Skywalker saga? No. But does it fit into the total Star Wars saga? Absolutely it does. It is a part of the total saga just as much as Solo is a part of the total saga.
But what is total saga? We have Skywalker saga. What's total saga? What
We're-
the hell are we talking about here?
We're talking about encompassing all that is Star Wars, all of it. We're not focusing on one lineage story. That's not what we're doing. We're focusing on all the goodness that is Star Wars. If you're going to do that, if you're going to say what is the total scope of saga films, there's going to be 11, not 9.
No.
Yeah,
No.
Yes.
You're not.
Oh yeah.
So okay, I see where you're getting at, but
Mm-hmm.
Rogue One is a side story. Rogue One is definitely a side story. Okay, it's an important side story, but it is a side story. Okay, so this has to do. I mean, it takes the same elements as the Skywalker saga does. You know, you have a team of people coming together that normally would not, you know, to fight for a common cause, blah blah blah. It's just, you know, it's a common theme in movies and in storytelling, which is fine. But we don't see much of or hear much. Well, we do hear some of the Jedi, but we don't see Jedi, right? We do see Darth Vader, right? So, if anything, right, this is a side quest, right?
Side
It's a
quest.
side quest for those of you
Oh,
who
boy.
play RPGs such as Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is an okay RPG, but I mean it's just great for nostalgia. You are looking at a story that has already happened, right, leading up to Episode 4. Cool, and it's this movie is more fan service and good storytelling than it is part of the saga, because you look at the saga and it follows it's linear, but it's bouncing back and forth, right? You're going, you know, middle, beginning, and end. All right. And Rogue One fits into that nowhere. It doesn't fit into that at all, right? It tells you what happened leading up, because it really was. It was really the opportunity to tell one hell of a story. Like, how did this happen? We know that a lot of Bothans died. No, that wasn't true. That was for the new Death Star, not the first one. But we know that the information came from spies, and they got this information through back channels, and leading up to that point, we don't know much about it. We just hear about it from the movie in Episode 4. So now going into this side story, which has a lot of good detail in it, but it's, you know, you crammed a whole lot into it, but in a very good way. It's totally side story, but a necessary side. No, it's an unnecessary side story. And when I say unnecessary, I'm not saying, listen, hold on, calm down. I know you're about to flip out, okay, and you're going to destroy all of your Star Wars stories. When I say it's unnecessary, that we would have been fine without it. But having this makes Star Wars as a franchise better. It only makes it better, okay? That's what I mean by unnecessary, that we didn't have to have it. They graced us with it. We have it now. Side story.
Unnecessary.
Unnecessary.
We would have been fine without it.
We would have been fine without it.
We would have been fine thinking that somebody goofed in the design of the Death Star, allowing an opening that leads directly to the reactor that can blow the whole thing up. We're okay thinking that some idiot did that.
Well, didn't
on a mistake.
Didn't Family Guy address this already?
On a mistake.
Yeah, didn't they address this?
So we did not need a film to tell us that it was actually a revenge scheme by the guy that was forced to build it to take vengeance out on the Empire. We didn't need that.
We didn't need it. I mean,
I
it was
needed
cool
it.
to have. Well, we
I
have
needed
it.
it.
You have it. Why are you complaining?
Yeah. Well, no, exactly.
Oh
I
my
have
God.
it now.
Yeah.
I would not have been fine without it, because
So
I
you're
would have
saying that you
remained
would not be a
thinking,
Star
what
Wars fan
moron
unless
designed the
Rogue
thing
One
that-
came out, right? Is that what you're saying? You would not be a Star Wars fan unless Rogue One would have been made. Because, I don't know, looking behind you, looks like you've been collecting that for, I don't know, a minute.
What I'm telling you is I would have been a scarred Star Wars fan, thinking that
Whatever.
some
Whatever.
guy
No,
that
you
designed the
didn't.
Death Star was stupid enough to allow an opening leading directly that can blow it up.
Well, now you know. I mean, well, now we know for sure exactly that. But then all we could do
Absolutely
is speculate.
necessary.
That's all we could do is speculate. I mean, beforehand, speculation is fun. But I mean, now we know an official canon story as to why it happened. But it wasn't. It didn't have to. You didn't have to.
How would you? Can you go to Google and look up the definition of saga?
Fine.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
How do you spell that?
I'm gonna leave that one
A
alone.
long story of heroic achievement, especially in medieval prose narrative in Old Norse or Old Icelandic. Doesn't
Can you
say
leave
anything
that
about stars, and it doesn't say anything
can
about
you leave that up there?
wars.
Can you leave that up there? So, is
And why does Google want to know my location?
I don't know. So, is Rogue One a long story?
No,
It's
episodic.
not.
It's episodic.
It's not a long story.
No,
It wasn't more than an hour and 50 minutes long.
okay, no, okay. It was.
Is it a long story?
No, it's not a very long story.
It's not a long story.
Not if you're looking at it in the context of 9 movies. It was one
So,
movie.
so you're a kid like the age of the kid in Princess Bride, and you're gonna get sat down to be read a story, and you got to sit there for 2 hours. That's not a long time.
Oh, that's a long time.
Okay, so it's a long story.
Mm-hmm.
And is there heroic achievement in the story?
Yes.
Wow. I guess it's part of the saga.
From a certain perspective. Not in the perspective of Darth Vader, it wasn't heroic.
According to the definition of the word, it is.
And you know what? You really disappointed Strawberry Shortcake right there.
Well,
She fainted over your weird explanation of this.
there's no way that it's weird.
Oh man.
I was shocked she held up that long, actually.
I know, it's pretty good. Good for her. Strawberry Shortcake has got some stamina.
So, again, we, by definition, have proven that it is not just a side story.
No, we have not.
You brought up the definition of it, for crying out loud. I don't know what more you need.
Well, I'm a little disappointed with some different news right now.
How disappointing.
Pretty disappointed. No establishment in Miami-Dade County can sell alcohol to be consumed on site between midnight and 6 a.m. This includes restaurants.
So what?
Well, I guess my heart's broken.
The bars are closed anyway, aren't they? Like, what does it matter?
No, restaurants are, and they can serve alcohol when you sit down, but like you can't sit at the bar. It doesn't matter. I'll just drink at home. Whatever. It's safer. You know what? If I get it, I just need to get a tumbler from Brianna. I need to get myself a beer tumbler.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But anyways, I win. You
By
lose.
the way,
Excellent.
your little fight effect unfortunately didn't come through.
You didn't hear this?
Fight.
You didn't hear that?
No, sir.
Fight.
No, what do we got here?
Oh, Rogue One is freaking amazing. I mean, it was perfect. I'm not going to say it's part of the saga. Ha ha ha. And I'm not going to say it wasn't. Ha ha.
Oh!
All I know is Rogue One is the greatest Star Wars movie since the original trilogy. It was way better than the sequels. Yes.
I'm not going to argue that.
I am not going to argue that at all. I am not. That was fantastic. So, you know what? I bet you it did come through. I bet you the sound did come through, but you just can't hear it.
Let's
Because of the same
let's ask our audience. Let's ask our audience if they can hear it. Cue it up, and
God! What
if
did
anyone
he
heard
say?
that, let us know because we're going through some kinks here.
growing
but,
pains,
growing pains. But let us know if anyone caught the fight.
technical incompetence.
We might as well start to wrap up here. Let's get to the final subject. Is going to be not long to.
Kaido 114 can hear it. So yeah, it's
That's great.
it's
Okay,
that,
good,
it's
good,
that
good.
one little technical issue, and I'll work on that later. All right, vintage
As long
collection.
as the audience heard it, I'm fine. So.
All right, cool.
Let's go ahead and get into the last topic's going to be short and sweet, but it's going to be more of a complaint. I would like the Dark Knight to chime in on this because I mean I'm just I know that he collects is all kinds of stuff. So I mean, I know he's going to have his opinion. But the Star Wars vintage collection's been around for quite a while, and the vintage collection is termed that way because they slap the Kenner logo on there and they go with vintage packaging. And what they've come up with is a diorama for the Empire Strikes Back Cloud City carbon chamber. I gotta tell you, man, I am super disappointed in this diorama. Huge. I don't know where to start. I mean, it's super simplistic for starters. It's just it looks like something that came in a box of Wheaties, dude. That it was like that. I mean, Wheaties is the wrong cereal. It's the wrong cereal. It looks like something that came in a box of Fruit Loops. That there's like, it's like, get your box of Fruit Loops this week for the free toy. That's what this looks like. I mean, it's very simplistic and bland. Like, when I think of the carbon chamber, this is not what I'm thinking. That the closest they get is the red coloring on the steps. I mean, that's as close as it gets. The rest of it looks like it could fall apart at any moment.
Yeah, it doesn't look very sturdy. I agree, and it does look very simple. But I want to know how much they're selling this for. If they're selling it for like a grip.
Oh no, I could tell you that this
$50.
How much? It's gonna be 50, right?
It's $50.
Was it 50? I knew it.
It's $50.
They always do this stuff for 50. There's no way I would drop $50 on that.
That's crap.
I tell you what, I could take, and this is courtesy of Tex Utah, by the way, because she got me into doing this, but I could take, for the same amount of money, some foam core, some paints, and come up with something way better than that thing.
Yeah, I bet you can. I mean, this is... I've seen kindergartners put stuff together that look much better than this. Don't get me wrong, I'm not insulting kindergartners because a lot of them are smarter than me, but not by much. But they are, and they could really put something together that's a lot better than this crap. This is just a stupid cash grab by putting it in original packaging.
The level of disappointment I have for this, I can't speak to it, man. It's just...
Well, you spoke.
I mean, I almost feel like asking, like, where's the rest of it?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like a piece. It's crap, Ryan. It's crap. Let's just admit it. It's crap.
Say you wanted to do a diorama of Luke and Vader having it out in the carbon chamber. That's not what it looks like to me. I mean, for one, you would need the other half. Almost, it just seems like. So,
yeah, because it was a very big set.
So I mean, what do they want you to do? Spend $100 to buy two of them? I bet that's what they want you to do, so that you can, which means that if you're a true collector, you're going to buy 4 of them, because you're going to want 2 of them sealed.
What? Oh yeah, 2 of them sealed. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, it's crap. All right, let's just say that it's crap. Definitely not a buy.
Dark Knight said it depended on the price. It's
$50. It's $50 for that piece of crap. I think it's garbage, man.
I don't know what's worse, the Cloud City Carbon Chamber or Squadrons going first person. Oh,
well, I think Squadrons going first person is worse because we had high expectations and high hopes for this game.
There's an idea for next week.
What's up?
We'll get a picture of this piece of crap that the vintage thing is selling, and we'll put it on the All Fetts Are Off page, and then do a poll, and we'll get a poll on which people think is worse, first person in Squadrons or this thing.
Oh, that'll be fun. Actually, we could probably do that now. We could put that poll out there. We'll just put a link to Google survey or something like that, and we'll read off the results. We can do that.
Okay.
We can do that. It's cool. It sounds fun. Cool.
I got no objections.
All right. Well, what else you got, man? That's about it. That covers all of our topics. Dude, we were very, very productive this show.
I think so.
We were. We got a lot taken care of.
Out of the market, man.
Yeah, we talked some good stuff. It's always fun talking Kenobi. That High Republic, I just have I get really excited for that. I mean, talking about old stuff.
I like that story. I like how the enemy is not anything. What the enemy is. The enemy is not.
It's not a person.
Anything that's animate. It's not a person. It doesn't have emotions. It's just debris. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
it
very
has
awesome.
it has like that Armageddon feel, like from Armageddon. Like the enemy is the meteor. The meteor doesn't give two.
Don't wanna close my eyes. Don't wanna fall asleep 'cause I'm with you, baby. Sorry, that's the only thing I hear in my head when I hear that about that movie.
Dude, man, don't apply for Steve Tyler impersonator. Yeah, don't do it, man.
All right.
Don't do it, man.
You mean you didn't appreciate the melodic sound of my voice?
No.
Oh yes, that actually hurt my throat. But it's probably because I'm getting COVID.
Don't say that.
I sneezed 4 times today. You heard me earlier.
Yes, I did.
If I wake up in the morning and I, feel like P Diddy, then so.
I need a co-host, man. We can't. You take your vitamin C, D, zinc, whatever. I
take an incredible amount of vitamins. It's like I wouldn't even have to eat anything because I get all my nutrients. I could just eat styrofoam and I'd be all right. I take yeah, man. I take a lot. I mean, it's good, but it helps. I have one that helps with. I take fish oil for my knees. I take magnesium. I take some magnesium for cramps when I run. I take a multivitamin. What else? Well, and I take an allergy pill. That's about it. Welcome to old manhood, and beat up marinehood. So, well, I mean, that was a great show, man. It was really good having Brianna on there. So everybody, please check out her page, her Instagram, her Facebook. It looks like she can make anything you want.
Anything.
And she was telling us when we did our pre-production yesterday that she hasn't really done anything. She hasn't really had to ship, outside of Texas. Everything has been local. So this is be a great opportunity for her to, get some business elsewhere. I know I'm going to have her make me something, send it over to South Florida. So that's great. And I'd like to have her on again sometime, just to kind of show us what she's got going on. But hey, it's going to be the 4th of July. And you know that I have spent a third of my existence in the Marine Corps. And I love this country more than anything. And it's the people that are in it that make it so. And I love to serve. I work for the government still. And I do it because I enjoy being part of it and serving and doing everything that I can for the American people. So despite your political views or your ideologies, I love you all. You're all Americans. And,
well said.
Even if you're not an American, I mean, you're still our friend. So, but
well said.
Everybody's here. But everybody, I want you to be safe, Brian. I know you're probably going to have to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so be safe. If anything,
all the panic hoarding has gone back into full swing. So yep.
Yeah, you got to watch it. And so there's not much going on here either. I'm just gonna stay home, work on some personal projects, maybe work on the truck for a little bit, and just kind of take it easy and relax. And I hope everybody else out there has a very enjoyable 4th of July. I know you're probably not going to get to do a whole lot, but at least spend it with your family, your kids, your wife, your husband, your dog, your Star Wars toys, your Legos, whatever makes you happy. So we'll be back here. We'll be back here on Monday of next week. We'll be talking some other thing. We'll try to get that survey out, and you can post it on your Facebook, Brian, since I don't do that stuff. And I'll put it on Instagram or something or other. But anyways, we'll get it out there and we'll see. We'll talk about the crap, and then we'll talk about what was it? What was the other thing? It was going to be that piece of crap. Oh, and then the first person, first person view. So yeah. All right. Well, that was it. It's all Fetts are off. It's 10:30.
We're gonna yub nub out of here.
We're gonna yub nub out of here. Everybody, go to sleep. It's Monday night. You got work tomorrow.
Yub nub.
Night, Brian.